Hi there, my name is Salem. I am the owner of Nail and Nib Studio and the owner of the Nail and Nib channel. Nice to officially meet you guys. This is the first time I'm going to post a video as I want to introduce myself, give a little bit about my background, and just kind of have a talk session. Now today I'm going to be making a old nail concept I made. This was based off a coffin nail, but you can easily see like the little design I made. Just a cute little cherry like summertime moment here. And I was gonna go give this a go today. I believe that one I actually shaped with polygel, so that was quite exciting for my first time doing polygel. Now that's just slightly buffing here. So what that does is gives the base gel something to grip to. Alright, as you can see, I buffed the surface and I wiped everything off. So I get started with just a base coat here. I'm based out of my home. I am a nail technician here in British Columbia. I recently graduated. And so the interesting thing is in British Columbia, it was actually deregulated. I believe it was 2003. So you don't actually have to be licensed or pass like state board like you would in the United States, or I actually am unsure what the equivalent is in Canada because that's all I hear the nail techs talk about. But as I wanted to go through my training properly, as I didn't enjoy the idea of like harming others in the process of me learning. I went through an online school, but I still use model. Before I practice on anyone at all, I practice on myself. I know there's a beauty guild here in British Columbia as it wants to fight for the rights to become regulated again, as there's so many salon issues and quality control problems with different nail techs and being licensed and unlicensed, and that's specifically in British Columbia. I believe that guild is. I don't quite remember what the group is called, but I will flash it on the screen just if you're curious. They do have some nice trainings and stuff, and they also have a certification. It's not an official licensing, mind you, but they do have a certification that you can take through them and say, oh, I did the skills like training for like barber safe or beauty safe or something. I believe it was along those lines. I want to mainly introduce what I do. I make press-on nails as of right now. And with my press-on nails, it's going to help me hopefully fund a studio space. I just practice on friends right now and mostly models. Now I am training in facials. I'm also training in eyebrow lamination, tinting, and oh my goodness, what was the other one? I enjoy waxing. There we go. It was waxing. I wanted to offer a full range of services just because I found it really interesting, especially when I was looking at it. I also think it's a good idea when there's slower seasons and such to always have stuff in your back pocket. Not to mention, I just think it's really fascinating to learn as much as you can while you can. I am a huge believer in continuous learning. I'm a huge believer in just like, I guess not just continuous learning, but forever learning, because you're always learning. You're always learning new things. You're always learning new adventures. I just think it's a beautiful thing to always upgrade your skill set and your knowledge. So not only can you absolutely yap to your friends and potentially, you know, bore them to death with whatever you're saying, but they'll totally not understand what you're saying, but at least you'll be happy talking about it, and that's what matters. And apologies for my voice. I'm a bit sick right now, but I wanted to hang out and talk. Now onto the French tip. Okay, I am primarily a gel artist. I don't actually gel artist, gel sculptor, gel technician, whatever the terms I guess are. I don't use acrylic. I don't like it, and it's not because I hate the system or whatever. I get horrible migraines with the monomer, and everyone I've tried to offer it to at least play with it, like, to learn as I was doing my program. Just absolutely hated the idea of acrylic, and I just couldn't. So, at that point, I was just like, "Okay, I think this resigns my fate as I'm just going to be a gel technician because there's no way I'm going to be able to do acrylic at this rate for my program." And I had to reach out and be like, "Hey, so I have no models from my area who want to do it, but of course, you still have to do it." And I mostly just used myself for my program, which was, I have to say, it's not my favorite system. I applaud people who can do it. It stresses me out to do that quick when it sets, and I can't. It's not my cup of tea, but I honestly applaud people who can do it for sure. And as you can tell, I love the deep French tip no matter on like what I do. And it's just, I don't know, it just tickles my brain in the best of ways. And I don't think I'll ever stop doing it. But of course, if a client wants something else, I'm like, okay, I guess I can do that for you. But no, I really enjoy doing my art, even if I'm not perfect. Of course, no one's perfect, but I'm such a perfectionist. It's kind of crazy. I just really, I don't know. It's like one of those things where I just try and try and try. I just want it to be perfect for the other person to love it as much as possible. But at the end of the day, honestly, with perfectionism, it really doesn't matter what you like. It's what the client likes. And you kind of have to remember that. If the client really loves something you did, that's super awesome. And I think you succeeded at that point. I think that's you should honestly measure it on like client satisfaction. But also knowing your worth and that your work is good no matter what, I think is important. In the industry is comparing yourself to others and not having enough self-worth in those areas. I just think practicing self-compassion is something that is so important, especially in a career such as this. Beauty industry is cutthroat, and it really is just, you gotta protect yourself, you gotta protect your mental health, also your body. I see you sitting like a shrimp. Shrimp check. Make sure you check your posture. Roll your shoulders. Also, grab some water. When was the last time you had some water? Oh my goodness. Did you just have coffee for lunch? Better get a snack. The reason why I started this channel is not because I just wanted to, of course, like market. I wanted to document my journey. This has been such an amazing journey, but it's also been like a really lonely one. And I just really wanted to build community as, I don't know, it's hard out there. Like you don't know who like truly supports you, especially with family and just your friends. And sometimes you just totally don't get the support that you expect. And it can be gut-wrenching. Not every family is supportive, not every friend group is supportive. And you kind of gotta just go with the flow. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, that you know what you're doing is best for you and your life, not on the opinions of others or jealousy or, of course, families. Well, most families, I'm not going to say all families, I'm just going to be so honest, care and just want what's best for you. And when you're going to a quote unquote what they call unconventional job, which I don't, not unconventional, oh my god, what's the word, non-traditional, which I really don't think it's like non-traditional. Like beauty has been around for so long, it's about as traditional as it comes, to be honest. The 9 to 5 is honestly the one that's like not traditional. Okay, this is actually so embarrassing. I was having like, I did one of the nails like totally off camera as I was yapping. So we're just not going to talk about that, to be honest. And oh my god, see, I'm doing it again. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I am not a good YouTuber. Oh my goodness, I get so distracted. Also, I'm curious, like down in the comments, like what brands like do you like to use? If you're a nail tech, or even if you're an at-home like nail enthusiast. Like just, oh my god, if you're an at-home nail enthusiast, please be careful with getting gel on your skin. I have seen so many people, especially lately, getting like horrific gel allergies. And I know a lot of things, like there's been talk about Beetles and stuff like that and like all those brands. And like I'm not going to get into that. I'm just so not going to get into that because I have opinions. And those opinions need to be kept to myself on the internet. I do like, what's her name? I believe the nail narrator. I'll put her up on here. I love her attitude and I love how she like talks about like allergies and stuff and how just well educated she made herself in this like industry. Because she's right. There's a lot of like issues like with like gel safety and gel allergies, and I think it's really important to be aware of what you're doing and what you're putting on your body and being so careful. Because yeah, like gel allergies are no joke. And that's not to discourage you or make you scared of working with gel either. Like, I mean, look at me. I'm a gel nail artist, right? I'm a nail technician who works with just gel. It's possible to be safe. It's possible to be, of course, there's no guarantees, but it's possible to be cautious. As long, if you get it on your skin, just wipe it off right away. Don't leave it. It's so not like regular nail polish. You're like, oh, I'll just come off when I wash my hands or if I'm in the shower. Please don't view it that way. Oh my goodness. That, oh, just the idea of that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, just be super careful with like what you do and the things you expose yourself to, and make sure you're going to a nail artist that's reputable and has good reviews. I know people have their opinions about, what do they call like regular salons, like chop shops or something? I think that's such a weird like, yeah, I know a lot of salons and stuff end up not having the best hygiene, like the fast ones, because you're just in and out. They just want like their money, and that's just kind of how it is. But everyone, of course, just wants their money, right? But I definitely don't like the way that it goes with people like being mistreated. And oh my god, I don't know if you guys have seen like them people taking, oh my god, ooh, just the very idea makes my skin crawl, like people's nails being ripped off with a credit card. Oh my god, that's enough to like make you like really not feel well. And that's not to discourage you from going to places like that. Sorry. And that's not to discourage you from going to places like a fast like salon. It works for a lot of people, and like those people need to make like a living too, and you know, it's just, I don't think there's anything actually wrong with them. They have good hygiene practices, they have good reviews, and of course, why wouldn't you like go? I feel like I have to hold my breath for this. Oh my god. You know, like chairs are no joke. Like they're so scary to do. Sometimes the stems when you're doing like fine art. I'm still getting good at my fine art. And I'm forever going to be working on it. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cute. Oh, I do like that. I do like that a lot. Oh, that is cute. And then like, of course, wait. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. I'm trying to name a few other YouTubers I really like. I'll start like putting them on the screen, honestly. Their like names and stuff. But I love watching quite a few of them. Chrissy Merkin, I believe is her name. Oh, she's such an OG in the spear. I love her. I love her products too. I haven't gotten the pleasure of trying them, but they look so good, and I've heard so many good things about them. Especially if you're, like, in the UK. That's where I think she's based out of? I could be wrong. I just know it's Europe. I think. Oh, this is embarrassing. So you watch her, Salem, but you don't. I swear I do. I swear I do. I just forget. Oh, that is an ugly sound. We're gonna pretend that's not. Yeah, we're gonna pretend that's not. There. Yep. Yep. That is an ugly, ugly stem. No ugly stems in my house. I definitely wonder if the brighter cherries, if I do like a version 2 of these, would be so much better. But these are for me. These are for my phalanges. So you can honestly do a vote if you want. You can like let me know if like I should be posting like the darker cherries on my shop, or if I should post like here. Like for this, for instance, the lighter cherries, that looks nicer with this. It's like I have the opinion of it kind of looks like holly, and I'm not trying to be all ho 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 over here. I'm gonna be so honest with you. The original set I did with the bright cherries, I think is the better set. Oops. I think is honestly the better set. It looks a lot more cleaner. It looks cuter. The dark cherries probably isn't something I'm going to go forward with. I would like maybe a vote in the comments, actually, for those who watch. That, hey, would you prefer the... Like, if I was to sell these, like, for example, like, hey, does these look better, or do the other ones look better? Or both are good. Both could be fun. I could easily do version 1 and version 2 on the store. Okay, so besties, I am in the bathroom with the better lighting, and I'm going to be so honest. These are so ugly. But you know what? That's okay. Radical acceptance. I'm going to show you how ugly they are. The lighting's not the best in here, as you can see my, like... Oh my god. Oh, you can see they're too dark. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to show you the other one. Okay. What you just heard was literally just the other nail falling to the ground because I have these on sticky tabs. But as you can see, I'm going to show you. This one's just so much nicer. So what I'm going to do is next time I'm going to ignore my nail. My gel nail popped off and it's like so damaged right now. We're not going to talk about that. But this is just next time, just not the pale pink, of course. We're going to do that nude, but this is the one we're going to go with. But honestly, thanks for sticking with me, guys, today. If you watched the whole video, this was a bit of a train wreck, but you know what? I had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed me yapping. All right, everyone, you guys take care. Bye.